If you could do something so
On
easy.
EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC West. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get, and no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Julian Love brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 2nd down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, L.A.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by Higbee. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Again, it's Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Stafford now on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jalen Darden now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. 13 yards to start that drop, and a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Off the play fake. Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They run with Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. You're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Play action now. It's Gino. This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a second down throw for Stafford. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try to run for it with Williams.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So a fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the gun, it's Geno. Got a man, it's Lockett. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Geno to throw. He has Lockett over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Smith. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They'll go down, and it's an incompletion.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now, this looks like a design run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return is Darden. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 7 down.
They face second down and 7. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He gets that to his big target fast. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Seattle.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Walker. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down. Here's Gino. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways. That's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they'd feel pretty good about it.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Now, Gino. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll go with the option here to the short side. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Myers back out there. He had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Cup in motion. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. Back is Smith. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
I like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Smith from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Cup in motion. Play action, Stafford. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is brought in. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's a handoff to Williams.
The ball carrier.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. A 2nd down throw for Smith. That's complete to lock it outright. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. From the pistol, here's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Got it with Smith and Jigba. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's Walker. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. Here's Walker. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only did they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with the big victory.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Rams. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out the 1-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.
Rookie mistake.